Sometime in 2018, I decided to look at a terrible smartphone called the Susan M5, and I gave it a pretty bad review because it was a pretty terrible phone. Then a couple of months later, I decided to buy another one off eBay to see if it was any better, and it turned out to be the exact same thing. It's now 2022. And I have another one. Let's see if this thing is still horrible as it was back then, or if my opinion's changed and this is a decent digital mobile phone intelligent operating. Greetings everyone and welcome back to another video. We're going to be taking a look at a very terrible device, the Susan M5. It's been such a long time that I last looked at one, and my good friend Alex went to eWaste and picked up a bunch of phones, and he got this and said to me, "Hey, do you want this?" And I went, "Yep, because I want to review this thing again." Because in 2018 my reviews weren't really as they are today. So I want to take a deeper dive into the Susan M5 and just see how bad it is, because I really don't remember how bad it was. I haven't watched that video since. While I've already done the camera test and I can tell you that was bad enough, the rest of it may not be that bad. You never know. But if you Google Susan M5, my video is the first thing that comes up for it. So this was a very recognizable phone, this is. But anywho, let's take a look around the Susan M5. I have every color by the way. Just so happens that I have gold, white and pink. I don't know if there was any other colors. There's probably black possibly that was made, but I'm not entirely sure. But they're all exactly the same. There's no differences between them except for color. They all say 4G digital mobile phone intelligent operating at the bottom with recycle and 10 with a little round thingamajiggy going around it. They all pretty much do and say exactly the same thing. So you should know what to expect out of this video, but I just want to see if this is definitively the worst phone that I'll ever take a look at. I don't remember the specifications either, so that's also going to be a mystery. It's got a 5-inch display on here, which is a TFT LCD, and I can tell you now the display is not that good at all. But at the top we have a tiny itty bitty little camera that does absolutely stuff all. We do have an LED flash just there as well, an earpiece, and some sensors, which I believe they're fake. I don't think there's actually any sensors in there. That tiny little camera just there is 0.3 megapixels. And I'm looking at the photos now and can't wait to show you them. They're bad. We've got some capacitive buttons down the bottom. At the side we have nothing there. At the top we have a headphone jack, micro USB port. Around the other side, power button and a volume rocker there. At the bottom we have a speaker grill just there, but then there's a speaker just there, so that doesn't really serve much purpose. But yeah, anyways, the back has 4G LTE, which is definitely a lie. This does not have 4G. I think it has a fake 4G thing, but otherwise no, there's no 4G in this. And taking the back cover off reveals our Dragon Ball Z battery that I've called it. I do remember saying that. We do have this clusterfuck of a SIM tray just here. You can put the micro SD card there and the SIM goes under it, and it's very, very weird. I just love how this is exposed though. They're just like, that's fine. Like, there's a flex ribbon there, which could lead to the sensors, but I'm not too sure of that. There's M5 there, TD-LTE, the IMEI is there. Feel free to Google that and tell me where that's pinched from. It was made in 2017, and it has a do not touch area just there. Well, let's put a SIM card in then. SIM card's in, and I'll just put my micro SD card in there, and the battery is a 2800 mAh one, which I highly doubt. It's a very thin pancake. Let's put that in. Let's stick the back cover on and see if the Susan M5 is as bad as I made it out to be 4 years ago. On we go. Nice to meet you, Susan. Well, nice to see you again, Susan. There we go. And also, if you want to check the system files, I'll leave a link in the description for you, so feel free to go through them and have a look and see what you find, because I'm fairly sure no one's been through them yet. Now's your chance. Go through the Susan M5 files and see what you find. But there it is. Oh boy, here it is here. Straight away, by that lock screen there, you can probably tell that this is leaning towards Android 4. Just give it a moment. Hold on. Wait. Powerhouse is loading. Give it time. We can wait. There we go. Whoop, see? There you go. Woof. Everything's come up. Alright, cool. So I'll just show you the display a little bit closer. Even though it kind of looks good on camera, if you look at it in person, it's very blurry and pretty much you can see every single pixel if you looked at it close enough. Here it is, the starfish background. I don't know if that's pinched off anything or if they've just thrown that on there and called it their own, who knows. We don't have any reception by the looks of it, unless no bars mean good. We've got a full battery as well, keep an eye on that. So swiping down, we have no service, no SIM card. I've got Vodafone in there and I believe it still supports 3G, so it should work. We have just the usual shortcuts there, nothing much to look at. That just clears all that and brings up settings. Touching and holding on the main screen, there we... you can't do much there? No, just touch and hold and... there's your stuff there. Wallpaper, here we go. Oh, so I have a butterfly moth thing, starfish, underwater ocean thing, another butterfly, a desert doggo. Let's set the doggo as the wallpaper. There we go. Looks much better now. The icons are also pinched off Samsung, which is good. And then going into apps, we have camera, messaging, sound recorder, file explorer, people, clock, phone, FM radio, video player, calendar, browser, email, gallery, downloads, Play Store, Google settings, in my opinion, or IMO, not sure what that is, Fruit Slice, Facebook, WhatsApp, calculator, my favorite, Sim Toolkit, flashlight, backup and restore, music, and settings. Let me test the torch real quickly. It's got to click. It's helpful. Look, you can see the viewing angles of this thing are just so bad. It's really bad. That's your LED flash. Oh, it's pathetic. If you hold it right up close to an object, you can just kind of see what you're looking at. There you go. But otherwise, yep, useless. But hey, that could be just one minor downside. Everything else could be completely fine about this. Let's go into settings real quickly. We'll go through here and see if there's anything that we can work out. So dual SIM settings. Enable or disable the SIM card. Yes. Did that work? I don't think it did. Alright, well, SIM1 mobile network settings is here. So network operators, search networks. Let's see. That didn't work. Oh. Error while searching for networks. Okay, maybe I should try an Optus SIM then, because Optus should definitely still have 3G. Let me try that. I just realized on the back cover there's like a pretty groovy pattern going along there. Is there anything redeeming about this yet? No? Okay. Fruit Slice. That'll be redeeming. I'm also going to try and get GTA 3 on here. I'm going to try my best anyways. If I can't, well, it's because Susan didn't let me. Silly Susan. No, I'm not picking on you, Susan. I'm picking on this Susan. Let's see if anything happens now. The launcher is loading. Give it a moment. I believe this is why I snapped one in half, because it was pretty terrible. Also, the lag. That lag. It's very... Oh, I think I broke it. No, I didn't break it. It's fine, I didn't break it. Go back into settings now and see if mobile networks comes up. Because Optus definitely supports 3G. 100%. I know that. Yeah, there we go. Yes, Optus. Network operators, search networks. And all we have to do is wait and see. This can prove my theory that this is only 2G. I believe it's only 2G anyways. No, error while searching for networks. Yeah, I don't even think it's welcome tier. Welcome at least has 3G. This is 2G, so useless here in Australia. Why it has 4G LTE on the back? To sell more units, that's why. I guess we're not going to get too far with SIM cards then, even though it does recognize it, but yeah, 2G's not going to work here in Australia. Wi-Fi I'll connect to. We have 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so I'll connect to that. The keyboard looks a little something like this, which doesn't look like the Android 4 keyboard. It looks kind of custom. Alright, we're connected. Awesome. Moving on to device. We have audio profiles. General. Phone ringtone is sample 2. I guess we'll use Android system. Oh, they're both the same. Okay. And default notification is on the hunt. Is there any sound enhancements here? No. Display, brightness, we'll leave that. Wallpapers, we've already looked at there. Oh, actually the live wallpapers. Let's check them. Oh, no live wallpaper. Okay. Auto rotate screen, sleep and font size, no problems. Accounts and sync, location services, timer switch machine. Power on and power off. Power off? Oh, it turns off the phone for you at a certain time. Okay, that's fair. Language and input. The keyboard is Komoxo. Never heard of that before. Komoxo or Komojo. Security, you can't do face unlocks or fingerprints or anything like that. It is just absolutely standard here. Unknown sources, I'll put that on so I can install stuff from my SD card. Storage, we have 16 gigs from a micro SD card and then 8 gigs of internal storage for the phone itself. That's what it reckons. I don't think that's the case. Battery, we have probably 2 minutes left. It's at 87% now, and it's got a QE Launcher S4. That's the launcher on this. Can we possibly get rid of that launcher and just have default Android, perhaps? I'm not too sure. Let's check the apps list. Oh god, here it is. Kill all applications. Yeah, just yep, kill it all. And it reckons we have 1 gig of RAM there. So settings, Google Play Store, Komoxo input method. Oh, hang on. I thought that I could check all of the applications that are installed on here, but no, that's as far as I can get. Oh, more just shows all the settings. So here we go. Audio profiles, display, yep, date and time, accessibility. The accessibility options have, that's it. That's all you're getting there, so you're not going to be doing too much there. It says no services installed, so maybe you could put them on. Developer options is enabled, and I'll put the window animation's actually off. Maximum performance. About phone, the model is X8, so it's the Susan M5 X8. Keep track of that. Android 5.1 it reckons for the Android version, but if we launch the Easter egg, it comes up as Lollipop. And do we actually get? We actually get a Lollipop. Oh my god. Yep, watch it go. Wait, hang on. I'm dying before I even touch them. Oh, I got 2 jumps there. Hang on. Oh. This game is infuriating, even on phones that run super fast. Not going to get far with that one. System updates. Wow, let's check for a system update. That's not going to ever come up. Baseband version says SC7731, so Spreadtrum. I remember Spreadtrum, but I just don't remember exactly what it is. Build number is the X10, but then it has Susan X8, and then at GTO22X. It's a mishmash of many things. It reckons Android 5.1, 1 gig RAM, and 8 gigs of storage, okay? Just keep that in mind. The IMEI is there, which should match the one that was on the sticker inside of it. Serial number? It has a unique serial number. Holy shit. Phase check as well. Can I edit this? Oh, I can't. Thought maybe I could edit it or something like that. Alright, well, let's start testing this out then. Let me start opening up stuff so we can get a good idea of how this works. And we're going to start with camera first. Ta-da! This is the camera. It reckons we have focus, or manual focus and autofocus, but that doesn't work. We can zoom in at 1 frame a second. Very nice and sharp there. So the camera size for the back camera says 8 megapixels. We have anti-banding, super fine quality, HDR, color effects, scenes, exposures, white balance, and the flash. And if I go to video options, it says 720 by 480 for the back camera. Front camera wise, we have 2 megapixels we can change it to though. Well, I'll leave it as 2 megapixels then and super fine quality. And the video for the front camera is 352 by 288. I've already taken some photos with the cameras on this, and I'll splice them in and have a good look at them, and hopefully they are of excellent quality. We'll be right back.
And here we are testing the rear camera quality of the Susan M5. I don't really need to say much more than fantastic, wonderful, great quality. Can we even see the flowers? Oh, you can just see the white blobs. That's fantastic. That's good. Okay, I understand that this phone is quite old, but still, a Nokia could do a lot better job than this thing here. I mean, it looks smooth there, so maybe we're onto something. But it can't autofocus, HDR doesn't work, nothing works. It's just a very plain, boring camera of this thing. I mean, if it was sunny, we may have had a bit more better quality. This is what it's looking like, and the faraway icon looks a little something like, yeah, there's a bird. Okay, there you go, there's a faraway icon. Let me show you what nighttime looks like with this. Night mode with the Susan M5 looks a little something like this. Oh, there you go, you can see something if I go that far. It works. Kind of. Perfectly. What are you trying to reach for? Hello. I think you're stuck. Are you stuck? Or... Yeah, you're stuck, I think. No, you're fine. Okay, you're good. Alright, and this is the front video quality of the Susan M5, and we have jelly movement. We don't have too much going on here. I look completely dead as per usual. Considering this is the third Susan M5 device that I'm actually looking at, it's still terrible. It will never change. But at least you get to see jelly effects. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, so you've just seen the photos and videos that I took with the Susan M5. I will just say no comment and continue on. This probably has taken the worst pictures from an Android device that I've ever reviewed on the channel. Prove me wrong though, but since 4 years ago, doing a camera test on this, I didn't really do it properly. Now I can do a proper camera test and show you everything, and 2 megapixels and 0.3. And as for video, don't even go there. Alright, let's move on swiftly, because we've got messaging, sound recorder. What does sound recorder look like? Just curiosity. Yo, it's a tape. It's like an interrogation there. You know? Imagine you're getting interrogated for something, and they just whip out a Susan M5 and go, alright, now we're going to record. Looks like a clown face, actually. 2 eyes, the nose, and unhappy mouth. Record. There you go. See, it's working. Hooray. That certainly does work. File Explorer looks a little something like this. There was an option in settings to change the default storage application to my microSD card. So with that being said, I'll start installing some applications from my SD card and see if they actually do install or if it starts complaining. I've just appeared to have installed stuff, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, moving on. People, which I would say would just be your contacts. That it certainly is. Don't need to do much here. Clock looks like clock. Kind of Apple looking. Kind of, I guess, sort of, a little bit. Phone dialer looks a little something like that, kind of a little horrible looking. FM radio, let's see if this works. Please insert headset as antenna. Can do. Oh, we're getting stations. Also, that interface is absolutely god-awful. Looks very 2002-ish. Well, FM radio works. That's a pleasant surprise. And it actually scanned for radio stations first, so well done, Susan. Video player, I could actually get some 4K videos that I've downloaded and put them on my memory card and try test them in the future. That might be a good idea if we can't get YouTube to work anyways. Calendar looks like a calendar. No surprises there. Browser though, whew. Let's try the browser. Okay, so we go Google. But I don't think the date and time's right. No, the date and time is correct. I think the certificates won't work. So if we go m.youtube.com, that is completely correct. Well done me. I was able to type that. No worries. There's bits of YouTube, sort of. It's loading. Well, it loaded the icon that time, but I don't think we're going to get any further than that. Alright, so I've Googled the video, so let's see if it comes up if I do it this way. Oh, maybe. Wait, shows a video icon. Oh, wait. We have something. It took all that time to load that ad. Now load Costa Rica in 4K, please. Speaker's loud, but it hurts my ears. Wait for it. Hold up. 4K. 4K quality coming. That'll be at like 144p. Oh, there it is there. I have a feeling that anything I do will probably break this. If I use my accelerometer that's on this, yep. Come on, you can do it. Actually, never mind, because it's just stuck on one frame. At least the sound's there. That's a positive. This is the YouTube test. Glad it works. At least we got to see video for a split second. We can't even see one frame past that. That's as far as we're going to get. Oh, and it's not going to respond now. Go back. It's alright. We'll close this now. We're taking up all of the system. I'm kind of stuck. Oh, wait. Oh. He popped up. Oh, no. Okay. We broke it. I broke it. It broke itself. Oh, we're fine. There, see, look at that. No worries. The battery's almost dead. That's how intensive YouTube was for this. So that was the browser test as well as the YouTube test. It's looking good. Email, gallery, downloads, Google settings, Play Store, IMO. What's IMO? Oh, it's probably not going to open because I need to clear the background processes. Yep. Okay. There we go. Now you might be able to open. There we go. It's alright. Yeah, well, I'd have to put my phone number there. Yeah, the 1 GB of RAM, and I say 1 GB of RAM, is doing really well. Because we're going to try Fruit Slice next. And I don't remember how god-awful this is, but here we go. This is the gaming test. I have installed GTA 3, so we'll try that. So, new game. Oh, sorry. Oh, Jesus, okay. Classic. Let's see how many s'mores can get. That's a bomb. That's a thing. Oh, okay, they were grenades, obviously, and I just failed. We'll retry that. At least this works. This is kind of good. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nope, I blew up. Well, at least that works. It wasn't Fruit Ninja, it was Fruit Slice. It's a brand new application. Facebook, WhatsApp, calculator. Oh, what does a calculator look like? Go on. Android 4, default looking. My favorites. Oh, it's just quick shortcut stuff. Flashlight, backup restore, music. BFG division. With the speaker at maximum, let's give this a go. It sounds like it's struggling. Yeah, it's struggling. That literally sounds like a tin can. So far, no redeeming qualities as of yet. I mean, apart from Fruit Slice working. No, that speaker's absolutely horrendous. That's bad. Let me just try and launch GTA 3 and see if it works. Holy shit! This is good. Maybe I'll be nice to it and leave everything on low. Start game. Here we go. GTA 3 on the Susan M5. There we go. Oh, alright. Cool. Do your thing. Be nice and fast. I am dreading to see what this is going to look like. Coming to think of it, I think I remember the specs of this now. And if I remember correctly, this should work? Nope. Just crashed. Oh, we overloaded it. I tried. Let me just try that again real quickly to see if it was just maybe a little glitch in the matrix, you know? Come on, buddy. Oh, the battery's getting low. It was at 85% about 10 minutes ago. Come on. GTA 3. You can do it. I believe in you. You got this. Come on. Nope. We don't got this. So that was GTA 3 on this. Okay, it's bad. Loading, please wait. Oh, it has to load the icons. Let me just... Okay, we're at 11% now. Life support time. I need to finish this review. Device info hardware. Let's see what it's got in here. Pretty much, I don't think I'm going to get any further with testing this thing. It just doesn't want to do anything, and there it is there. It's a Spreadtrum X8. The platform is SC8825. That's not what I had in settings, I don't think. Android 4.2, it's running, supposedly. Flash size says 16GB. gigabytes, but I think that's detecting my micro SD card because I've set that as the default storage. System on chip is SC8825, but then the fake one says MT6592 with 8 cores. So this phone would have been sold with, yeah, fake specifications, obviously, with, you know, the 8-core processor and stuff, but nope, it's not 8 cores. It's it should be a dual core, actually. Spectrum SC8825 should be a dual core. Mali 400MP GPU, which I think is correct. MT6592, not correct there. Model is the X8, which is incorrect. Screen is 854 by 480. Definitely doesn't look it though. Multi-touch, we have 2-point multi-touch. Memory, RAM, we have 0%. It just doesn't even want to. Cameras, we have, the back one says 0.3 megapixels and the front one says 1.2 megapixels. That's very confusing. Battery is 1000 milliamp hours for the power profile. Sensors, we have accelerometer, light and proximity sensor. Let me try the one that usually shows everything. The application that tells me everything that I need to know should be in here if it loads. So any redeeming factors about this thing? Fruit slice worked. That's about it. And GTA 3 was able to load ever so slightly. Spectrum X8, the board is SP6825. So another one there, no idea. The hardware, SC8825, so that is possibly it then. Ice cream sandwich there. System on chip, Spectrum, yep, come on. Go down a little bit. It should be a dual core, I believe. Yep, dual core processor. So internal memory, we have 128 megabytes of internal memory. Luckily, I was able to install stuff on my memory card, or else I would run into the same issues that I had when I first reviewed this, where it just would not work. It would just complain that we've got no internal storage, and that's because we've got 12 megs of internal storage free. RAM, we have 256 megabytes of RAM. Android 4 on 256 megabytes. I don't think that's too good. 512 meg would have been right about correct for Android 4, I think. 4.3 inches is the screen size. No, it's 5 inches, but okay. The thermal, well, doesn't say anything, but it is actually quite warm on the back. Accelerometer and a light sensor, proximity sensor. Maybe there are sensors in there. I just don't know. Cameras, 1.2 megapixels for the front, and the back is definitely not that at all. Let's try secret codes and see if we can maybe change the boot logo or something like that. Or if we can launch the normal launcher instead of the whatever. I'm sorry, there's no secret codes on your device? Really? That's a first. Okay, yeah, I thought maybe we could possibly kill this launcher and put the original launcher back on there. I'll install QuickShortcutMaker then. Alright, let's see if we can find what's going on here. We might also be able to see the application list. Also, I've lost Wi-Fi reception, supposedly. There we go. We have BootRes, not select, Cellket. Okay, let's try BootRes Cellket. Okay, well, we can change it to a Samsung. ROM 8 gig, 16 gig, 32 gig, 1 gig RAM, 2 gig RAM, 4 gig, and 4G and 3G. So now that I've changed it to a Samsung, let's see what happens now if I power this off. Oh, we've just made it a Samsung. Oh, I had no idea that this was hidden on there. Okay, well, there's Sony and HTC left now. See, I reviewed 2 of them, had no idea because I didn't know about secret codes back then. I mean, I knew phone dialer codes existed, I just didn't know that I could... Yep. So all this time, those Susans have had Samsung on them. I mean, the whole look of the system is Samsung anyway, so kind of does fit. Come on, dual core and 256 meg, you can do it. Oh, there we go. Let's go back to boot Cellkit. Did Sony Xperias have a jingle when they boot up? I don't remember. I have never in my entire life used QuickShortcutMaker and had to wait for it to show everything. Usually it just shows everything straight away, but it's taken its time to... Okay, we're almost finished with this and then I can tear this thing down and never have to look at it again. BootRes Cellkit. Oh, shit. I mean, I guess while we're here, let's change the ROM to 32 gig and the RAM to 4 gig, and we'll change it to a Sony. So now that I've done that, if I now go to settings, go to storage, it should say 32 gig now. Yep, 32 gig. And if I go to apps, it should say 4 gig of RAM now. There we go, RAM, 4 gig. Let's see what the Sony boot logo looks like. Ah, it's the Xperia what series? I didn't catch what that said. It looked like it said Xperia NXT series, which I've never heard of. Yeah, NXT series. Never heard of that before. I'll do a Google search and see what comes up for that. It's not Z series or X series, it's whatever that is. Alright, I'll change it to HTC now, and then I might change it back to just Samsung. Actually, no, I'll change it back to Susan. But let's see HTC now. Quietly brilliant. Yes, you are. Booting back up, we should hear HTC jingle. There it is. This phone is still as terrible as it was 4 years ago, but knowing that there was the secret stuff hidden on there makes it ever so better. I'll see if there's anything else in QuickShortcutMaker that we can actually stuff around with, because surely there's got to be more than just that. I'm thinking the launcher. That's what I want to try. Is this launcher here is probably the reason why it's not even remotely usable. I mean, even on 256 meg and a dual core, it's not really going to be usable with Android 4 anyways, but with this launcher gone, it may run like 3% better at best. That's all it does, is just launcher loading, and then eventually to kick in when it's ready. Oh no, half the icons just disappeared. No problems. That's normal. Oh, they're back again. Okay. Oh, you right there, phone? You okay? It's struggling. Now bear in mind that you don't have to put up with this. I'm the one doing this for your entertainment. If you ever have come across one of these devices, I feel so sorry for you. And whoever owned this before me and the two other ones before me, I feel so sorry for you. Actually, the person that I bought this off on eBay said they used it for a while, and they gave me an iPhone case as well, if I remember correctly. Well done to them for actually putting up with this thing, because my god, it is just absolutely horrendous. The PP phone I could use. The X-SERLES was usable. This thing though, to just try and get to one thing, it is just that slow. It's just QuickShortcutMaker. Just show me the processes. It's gotta load the long list of everything. Wait, oh shit. I'm gonna change it back to Susan. I'll just leave the fake specs as they are. So audio profiles, backup and restore, Bluetooth share, browser. There's about 17 browsers there. Calculator, calendar, QI launcher. Can we just destroy it? Let's see what it looks like. Oh, uh-oh. Theme, my scene and stuff. Drag lock screen. The hell is drag lock screen? Okay. Well, that just crashed. Email, FM radio, flashlight, fruit slice, Google Play services. Okay, I'm sorry. A Hasmata lock screen. I have a feeling that's supposed to say hamster, but they just probably didn't correct. Hello world, hamster lock screen. What? Okay, let me just lock this and see if that does anything. No? Is it supposed to say hamster or is it supposed to say Hasmata? Can I do anything in here though? Nope, that exists for the whole sake of existing. What other dodgy stuff is sitting on here? Lock screen setting? Maybe we can do something with this? Maybe it'll come up. Oh, here we go. Now we've got it. So now I can choose Hasmata lock screen. They're meant to be beavers coming out of the... Yeah. So now that I've done that then, if I lock it though... Oh my god. Double click hamster. I'm pretty sure they're beavers. Okay, so I just... It's dizzy. Oh, shit. Oh, it works. Oh my god. Phone. I just double click it. Oh, it opens. Is this slide to unlock? No, it's literally just you double click the... Oh, okay. Let's try that again. And we'll set it to the S2 launcher. S2 lock screen, sorry. This should be... Oh, okay, that's more... If it says S2, that means Galaxy S2, right? Let me do drag lock screen, because that's HTC. Oh, there you go, drag down to unlock. Actually, no, that would be Android 2.3.6, wouldn't it? Drag down? Because HTC was drag up. I'm not too sure. I feel like the goofy Hasmata lock screen is pretty good. I'm going to keep it as that, because I reckon that's pretty good. Never knew that existed on here. Never would have known. Let's see if there's anything else here. Secret codes, obviously doesn't work. System UI. Beanbag. What's beanbag? There's Jelly Bean. Whee! Whee! I'm glad to know that Easter egg's on there. Oh, they've got a bunch of them actually, because look, Nandroid's here too. So yeah, all the Easter eggs are in here. Validation tools instead of validation tools. Okay, let's see what this... Oh, yep, okay. Accessories, camera, alrighty. Anything else here? Oh, engineering mode. Shit, there's a lot of them. Okay, do the first one then, I suppose. Okay, try another one. Oh. I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen here. So if I click iPhone UA, and if I go back, it's gonna look like an iPhone now. Is it? Oh. No. Wait. No. I got excited there for a second. I thought, that's it. We've changed it to an iPhone. Maybe I've got to reboot it. Maybe that would help. Go to About Phone and see if it's changed anything. No. I was going to say user interface, but I'm going to just leave it as iPhone, alright? I'll open up the other one here, which is UA settings. Was it UA profile that I was in? Okay, so now it says Android 2.2. I'm confused. So UA settings there, so it's at iPhone UA. The CPUs come up as iPhone now. I get it. I was thinking it was going to change the user interface. So now what it has done, if I come now into applications and go to device info hardware, it should now say that we've changed it to an iPhone. Am I correct? Yeah, the rabbit hole just keeps getting bigger and bigger, doesn't it? No? No, nothing's changed in there. Okay. I just decided to open up the launcher theme menu because I thought maybe they might have themes in here. There's default theme and hot is just loading. And lock screen also says get more locker. So if I click that, what does it do? It's downloading something. Hello? Download locker. Oh, network is unstable. Please try again later. Download. Network is unstable. Don't think we're going to get far there then. Yeah, let me reboot the thing and then we'll come back to settings. Let me see if Susan's back. All right, cool. So UA should stand for Universal Analytics then, which would mean that if I was to send, like if this device was to send data to a service, it would come up as an iPhone then. That's what it was saying just before. So now if I unlock it, it should be the exact same launcher and stuff. But yeah, that's what it is. So that's what will pop up. So if I change it to Samsung, there we go. And if I do custom, I can type whatever. So I can put fuck off. Perfect. I'm going to keep it like that. So if anyone gets my device ID, that's what they're going to see. Layer 1 monitor. What is this? Oh, it's an error. All right, no worries. Version info. That's the version info there. MMC information. Okay. Net info. No network and no network. UPA setting. Eng mode socket open ID 38. Don't know what that is, but alright. Version info. Full phone test. View phone test result. Item test. Enter Wi-Fi test mode. Full phone test. No, we don't want it to test things actually. Version info again. Oh, yep, alright. Wi-Fi test. Version info. Oh, okay. Phone info. Version info. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Lock frequency. Oh, I don't know what that does, but alright. Lock cell? Oh, lock frequency for cellular? You can do that? Cell info is 14. Attach info. I'm just seeing if there's anything dodgy. I'll just go all the way down. So engineering mode. Okay. What is that? Preload app as system app. I'm just doing things and hoping they do things. Yeah, that makes sense. Slog UI? What the hell is Slog UI? What? This is definitely a rabbit hole. What the hell is Slog UI? It's probably S-Log UI, but slog. That is a word I can call this phone. It's a slog. Because it's so slow. Calibration stuff there. Flash block info. Oh, will it actually tell me? Oh, no, I probably shouldn't do that. I'd brick this thing. I mean, it wouldn't matter if I bricked it anyways because I got two other ones there. Build number. Can you edit it? Oh, you can't. Dang. Build number again. That's a different one. Network mode. Aha! There it is there. That proves that it is only 2G. So no 3G, no 4G. It is there. GSM only. At least I finally got to check. There's log switch here. Oh, integrity protection, F-band support, and cap log. Majority of these, I actually don't know what these mean. Never heard of them before. Phase check there with a serial number. PS version. Oh, okay. Yeah, no idea what these are. AOC settings. Oh, okay. The keyboard is here and IMO and that's it. Well, that was just like 10 minutes of looking up what this thing has hidden in it, and that's what is hidden in it. I also activated something, you know, the applications there before. I don't know if that's done anything. It said preload as a system app, so let me just restart the thing for the 12th time and see if anything happens. Nothing has been changed within the system settings. And with that, that is absolutely everything that I can do with the Susan M5. We get to change the boot logo, which is fun. We have a doggo as a wallpaper, which is fun. We had Fruit Slice, which worked. FM radio worked. GTA 3 showed the title screen. I'm trying to find some positives with this. There's not a lot of positives. It was terrible 4 years ago and it's still terrible, but at least I got to look at the secret stuff hidden in there. So if you want to go through the system files for this, as I said, there's a link down in the description below that'll be a mega link for the system files. If you do find anything else, please let me know, because half of those things in the Android settings, I had no idea what they actually do. Like, I had to Google UA settings to see what that actually would do, and there we go, I found out what that did. Feel free to let me know if there's anything else kicking around on this this that may be fun to mess around with, but honestly, I don't think there's going to be much else to stuff around with on this phone. It's 2G only. It's got a low-end spread from dual core, 256 meg RAM, 128 megs of storage, 2 megapixel back camera, 0.3 megapixel front camera. It's not even a welcome device. I don't even think this qualifies as a welcome device because it's just that slow, horrendous, and bad. Even the lowest end welcome device, which was the Note 30 or the X-SERLES MyMate thing, was at least somewhat usable than this. This just hangs on the launcher. Even a basic application to load, it just sits there and is just waiting and waiting. But as I said, this QI launcher or whatever it's called is taking up most of the RAM, making this thing pretty much unusable. If this launcher was gone and just stock Android was on here, it probably would be okay. Not in 2022, but maybe in 2012 it would have been alright. I had it on charge while using it. How is it 5%? Okay, that doesn't make sense. We'll tear it down, get a better look at the guts, and call this one a video. Is it even gonna power off? No, never mind. That's alright. I'll just take the battery out. Yeah, if you do see the Susan M5 and you want to purchase it, please be aware that it is a very terrible device and you probably should stay away from it. I don't think you can find it for sale now. If you can find it for sale, please message the seller and tell them what they have and tell them to throw it out immediately because no one should buy this. No one should have to suffer with this thing. It is just bad. It was bad 4 years ago and it's still bad. I don't know how the hell anyone could have used this thing. Wait, there was one positive. Google opened pretty fast. Yeah, it's one positive. What an experience. I actually originally was going to do this as a Halloween special, but considering I have so much other content to actually make and stuff, I thought, no, we'll just get this out as it is. Just a standalone sort of package. I mean, I could still do this as a Halloween special. Maybe just an early Halloween special. Now, how does one take this apart? Oh, the frame comes off. Okay. Prepare for the cheapness that lays inside of here. Oh, the buttons just fell out. There we go. I'll just get those buttons out. Here is the innards of the Susan M5. And I also just remembered the display is soldered down, isn't it? I'm fairly sure it is. It's soldered to the motherboard. I actually was recommended a new soldering iron because my soldering iron broke. Now I have a proper one, so I might be able to solder things now, which is kind of really interesting. We'll see how that goes. That's the loudspeaker there, this thing here. It's a JY Noto 2. According to that, but that's just on this little tiny subboard here, which has the microphone and vibration motor with it. The display is right there, because if I lift up this, yeah, the flex ribbon for that little subboard there and the LCD go all the way up to the top here. But in that case, can I actually take... I'll put this speaker back on, just so it's not dangling around. Another positive, it has a metal frame, but I did a bend test in the other videos, and it's a really weak frame. There's a little sticker there as well. It says it's an X10. It's a Susan M5 X8 X10. You got all that? Because I certainly don't. And likely the spread trim chip is going to be under here, but I'll just take this one screw out. Because yeah, I'm fairly sure everything is soldered down into place. And I mean everything. Yep, that is great. So you can't do any repairs with this at all. The only thing you can replace without having to solder stuff on is the battery. That's how cheap this thing is. They didn't even use connectors. They just soldered it all down and went, yep, that's cool. There's a code there for the front camera, 2013 D420, and the LED flash for the front there. And yeah, there's no front sensors at all because there's a flex cable just in the way, and that's for the touch. The rear camera looks a little something like that with the LED flash that did a lot. Well, I guess I need to see what chips are under here. How do I do this without killing the thing? Because that's always a possibility. I have taken the shielding off and possibly have damaged a lot more than what I thought I've damaged. There's a Spreadtrum chip right there. The SC6825A. SC6825A. Very confusing. A Hynix module there, which is that there. I'll Google what that is and let you know what that is. But I'd say that's 4 gigabits, if I'm not mistaken. 4 gigabits or 2 gigabits. Either one. There's also another module just here, if you can see that. What does that say? Oh, it's a Spreadtrum SC2712E, if you can see that right there. Yeah, there you go. That's what that is. That's probably for Wi-Fi and stuff, I'd say, most likely, or one of these would be for Wi-Fi. Actually, that could be a Power IC chip, most likely. I'm not too sure. But that's really it inside of the Susan M5. I'll just make sure I didn't kill it. Well, the battery's not going to really stay in place now, is it? I'll just power it on like this. Yeah, it still boots up. There's honestly not too much else that I can do with this one, so I'll put it back together and we'll see if it still lives on. Perfect. It's like you'd never know someone was inside of this and stuffing around with the components. Perfect. Are the IMEIs all the same in the previous ones? I want to see. Or are they different? No, they're different. Oh, well, feel free to tell me where that one's pinched from. Let you get a good look at that there. So that's that one. Oh, this one has a dead battery in it. There's the IMEI for the other one as well. Feel free to tell me where that's pinched from. 2017 these were made. So these were doing their rounds in 2017. And 2018 is when I did the review. So that's when they were floating around, but they're no longer floating around. It all still works. So I'll display the full specifications over to the right here to tell you what is exactly inside of the Susan M5 X8 X10 thingamajiggy that I just don't even know what else I can really say about this thing. It's a nightmare phone. Don't buy it if you can even find it anywhere. As I said, if you do find someone advertising it, maybe message them and just tell them don't even bother. Don't sell it to anybody, please. Save them the horrors of this thing. But all in all though, you could get it for a nice doggo wallpaper. That's one factor that could lead to this being a good buy, but that's it. I hate this phone. I never ever want to see another one. Maybe I should just buy all the Susan M5s in the world so no one has to put up with the hassles that these things have, because they're just unusable for anything. Alright folks, that's it. That is me looking at the Susan M5. Probably one of the worst cheapo phones I have ever looked at. But if you know of a cheapo phone that's worse than these things, please feel free to let me know, because I honestly don't think I have anything in my collection that is worse than these things here that run Android. Even some really low-end Huawei stuff running Android 2.3.6 beat these any day of the week. I've got 3 of these things, so sure, why not? But anyways folks, that is going to do it for today. If you made it this far in the review without having to skip, I have to thank you very much for sacrificing your time to sit down and watch me play around with some cheapo devices. But if you had to use the timestamps included in the video, that's all good, that's why they're there. If you just wanted to see me tear it down or check the specs or whatever, it's all down in the description and pinned comment, so no problems with having to use that. Mega links in the description as well. Once again, feel free to tell me if you find anything within that or not. I don't think you'll find much else from what I've showed, but feel free to let me know. And I like to buy these random cheapo knockoff devices just to have a look at for your entertainment. I go through the pain and suffering of how horrible they can be, just so you get a good laugh at the end of the day and something to just take your mind off anything else that's happening in your life. So I hope this video gave you plenty of entertainment. Stay tuned because I will be uploading some more cheapo devices that I've got to look at. I have them on a big to-do list, so I'm going to try get through them before I take my break in October. You won't even know that I've taken a break in October because videos will just keep uploading, so it's all good. But anyways folks, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this one. I don't have words for the Susan M5. If I could burn them, I would, but I don't want to burn them because I don't like destroying technology. Thinking about it, the X-SERLES is way better than this thing, my god. But anywho, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, take care, stay safe, be good people, and I'll see you all in the next one, which will be cheapo stuff, as usual. Nothing's changing with this channel. Until then, take care, and I'll see you next time. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.